I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. If everybody agrees with your plan, if everybody agrees with your goals, if everybody agrees with your vision, and the dreams that you talk about, the dreams that you have, 9 times out of 10, you're probably playing it safe. If everybody thinks you can accomplish something, if everybody thinks that, your plan isn't crazy, then, like I said, you're probably playing it safe, bro. Because being called crazy, being called a maniac for wanting to accomplish something that might be so big and so out of the ordinary, so different from what everybody else wants to accomplish, might actually mean you're on the right path. Like sometimes you might get called crazy. Sometimes you might get called, insane for wanting to accomplish this thing, for wanting to achieve this goal, for wanting to make it to this level or that level, and that's a good sign, bro, because not everybody is supposed to understand your dreams. Not everybody is supposed to understand your goals. Not everybody is supposed to be on the same page with you. Not everybody's supposed to agree with your plan. That just means you're trying to do something different. That just means you're trying to escape what all of society is doing and do your own thing. Do what you want to do. Like safe paths, bro, they don't get questioned. If you see a path that's all sunshine and rainbows, that's easy to walk down, like nobody's ever going to question that path. But they're going to question that path that's dark. They're going to question that path that, has sharp nails on it. They're going to question that path that might be harder than the one to the left of it. You know what I'm saying? So those safe goals, those safe dreams, those safe visions, like they're never going to get questioned. But the things that are out of this world, the things that are bold, they're going to confuse people. Those bold goals, those bold ideas, the bold visions, like those things are going to confuse some people. There's some people that are not going to believe in you. There's some people that's not going to be in your corner because they don't think you can achieve that. But you got to be the person that proves them wrong. Like it's okay to be called crazy. It's okay to be called insane because your dreams are just so big. Your goals are just so big. You have visions that not a lot of people have. You know what I'm saying? Like being normal never changed anything. Like you got to be different. You got to do the things you want to do, not what everybody else wants you to do, not what everybody else tells you to do. Like people are going to judge you if you do it or if you don't. People are going to judge you if you do what they say or if you don't do what they say. If you go down their path or if you go down another path, you're going to get judged either way. So why not get judged doing the thing that you want to do? Why not get talked about and have opinions, thrown at you for doing what you want to do in your own life, not what other people are telling you to do? Because people can only judge from what they see. They don't see the hard work. They don't see the discipline. They don't see the purpose. They don't see the long nights talking to God, wondering if everything's going to work out. They don't see the calling. They don't see the early mornings, the late nights. They don't see you stressing out and putting the work in each and every day. They don't see you showing up. Like there's a lot of things that people don't see. They only see what you show them. They only see, what you put out there. Like that's the only thing they can judge. So they're reacting to what you're doing in the present. They're reacting to what you're showing them. They're not reacting to who you're going to be in the future, what you're going to become in the future. They're not seeing the hard work that you're putting in. They're not seeing the growth that you're making each and every day, the progress that you're making each and every day. So yeah, if they just see what you're showing them, they're going to call you crazy. They're going to call you insane for doing what you want to do, for chasing after these, different goals, for chasing after these different dreams. But they won't call you crazy when you make it. They won't call you crazy when they see the results, when they see the success. Those going to be the same people that was like, man, I believed in you the whole time. I was in your corner the whole time. No, you weren't. You were saying I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? You were saying I was different from doing this. You were saying this would never happen. You were saying this was never going to be accomplished. So you're going to be viewed crazy until it all works out. You're going to be viewed as insane until it all works out. Like if you think about it, bro, everybody that's at the top right now, every breakthrough, every person that's successful, every person that achieved their goals, they looked insane at first, bro. I'm sure when Steve Jobs created, what was it, Apple? I'm sure nobody believed in him. I'm sure nobody looked at him and said, yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to have the biggest tech company in the world. I'm sure when Elon Musk said he was going to create Tesla, nobody believed in him. He was probably viewed as crazy. They probably looked at him like, man, you ain't going to do that. That's already done. You can't do that. You're just a little kid from wherever he's from. But look, he did it. Now everybody's on the train. Everybody wants a Tesla. Everybody wants to drive around with a Tesla. Everybody wants to have the new Apple iPhone. Everybody wants to have the new MacBook. You know what I'm saying? So everybody looked insane at first, bro. Everybody that tried to go down a different route, everybody that tried to be different, everybody that, just did their own thing was viewed as crazy. They were viewed as insane. But every breakthrough comes after that crazy look, that insane look. Like the biggest businesses, the biggest creators, Kai Cenat, LeBron James. You can look at anybody at the top. I promise you, there's somebody that told them they're insane for doing what they wanted to do. There's somebody that told them they were crazy and they would never make it. Not at the top. Not are the most successful person in, whatever they do in their niche, in their business, in their platform. You look at Jesus. Everybody called Jesus crazy. He's the only person that's never sinned. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could look at anybody. It could go for anybody at the top, anybody that you look up to, bro. I promise you, before they accomplished what they accomplished, before they succeeded in what they succeeded in, they were viewed as crazy. But at the end of the day, like, they weren't crazy, bro. They weren't insane. They just knew what they wanted to do and they committed to it each and every day. They were consistently working and grinding, no matter what people said, no matter what people thought of them. And I just talked about this yesterday, bro. Like, you just got to stop caring what people are saying. You got to stop caring about opinions, judgments. Jesus got judged and he was the most perfect person ever. Never did wrong. Never. And he was still judged. So why would they not judge you? You know what I'm saying? Why would they not have an opinion on you? Like I always say, bro, if God gives you that vision, you better go act on it. No matter what people may say, no matter how people might view you, no matter how crazy they might think you are, like, you got to go do it. Because God often gives vision to one person, not the crowd, not everybody. He gives it to you. He gave it to you for a reason. He gave you that idea for a reason. Why not chase after it, bro? Like, why are you scared to be different? Why are you scared to be judged? Why are you scared to, not fit in with everybody else? Because the people that are not fitting in are the people who are later looked up to in life. Like I said, I promise you, when Elon Musk said he wanted to create Tesla, nobody believed in him. He was probably viewed as crazy, bro. But he did it. He made it. He accomplished his goals. He accomplished his dreams. And I promise you, there's nobody out here that looks at him as crazy now. He's not crazy. Everybody wants to be like him now. Everybody wants to do what he's doing now. So if God put that vision on your head, if God puts that idea on your head, like, you got to be obedient, even if you might not understand it, even if you might not know where you're going, even if you might not know where that next step might take you or how far you can take that idea. You got to be obedient, bro, because obedience is always going to come before understanding. Like I said, bro, he put that idea on your head for a reason. He put that vision on your head for a reason. He put that big old goal on your mind for a reason. Even if people look at you for crazy, like you're crazy, even if people look at you like you're insane, bro, you still got to go be obedient. You still got to go do it. You still got to, bro. Like, if it doesn't shake you, if your goals don't scare you, if your dreams don't scare you, they probably not big enough, bro. I'm just being honest. Like, your goals should scare you. My goals scare me. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an influencer. You know how many people out here say they want to be an influencer? They want to, be a content creator. But does their daily life show it? I don't know. I know mine does. I know I reflect that each and every day, and I'm working each and every day to do that. But there's been countless amount of people. There's been many people that said I'm crazy for doing that. It'll never work out. I got to get lucky to make it to the next level. I got to get lucky for this to work out. And you know what I do? I keep posting each and every day. I keep recording each and every day. I keep editing. I post on TikTok. I post on YouTube every day because I know what I want to do in my life. I know what I want to accomplish. I know the goals I have. I know the dreams I've dreamt of since a little kid. So you just got to stay consistent throughout this whole process, regardless of what people are saying, regardless of, how people are viewing you, because without consistency, you're never going to be able to be confident. Staying consistent is what builds confidence. And when that noise around you gets louder, when the voices start to speak and the voices start to get louder, you got to be the one that gets quieter and just locks in. You got to be the one that gets quieter and shows up each and every day. The one that works each and every day, regardless of how loud them noises might be, regardless of how loud the voices, the opinions, the judgments might be. You got to go keep working, because if people aren't viewing you as crazy, if people aren't viewing you as insane, you're probably not chasing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not really doing what you want to do. You're doing what everybody else wants you to do so you fit in, so you get viewed as cool to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, do what you want to do. Do the things you want to do. Act on the things you want to act on. Chase after the things that you want to chase after. Like, let them people doubt you. Let them people view you as crazy. Let them people say you can't do it, and just let your results speak for themselves. Like, let them talk. Let them say what they're going to say. And on the flip side of that, let the success show them why you're not crazy, why you're not insane, why you were chasing after the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Why you started posting content, why you started that business, whatever it might be. You just got to go do it. You don't got to say a word. Let the results speak. Let the success speak. And during the process, during the journey, stay obedient to the vision. Stay obedient to what God is telling you. Stay obedient to the ideas that he's putting on your mind, the visions that he's putting on your mind. Even if you might not understand them, bro, you got to stay obedient. Stay obedient. Stay obedient. I can't stress that enough, because obedience is going to come before understanding. I know I said that before, but I want to reiterate it again. Like, just be obedient, bro. Like, you have goals for a reason. You have visions for a reason, and it's on you to act on them. It's on you to take the first step. It's on you to go chase after them and work for them each and every day, regardless of what people are saying about you, regardless of how crazy you might seem to other people. You got to be the one to go do it, and you got to be the one to go prove them wrong. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button on over the 800 subs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one.